So you've been busy, huh? The last few
Girl,
days.
yes, I have. It's been a lot, like, but I've been enjoying the process. I can't even lie.
That's good. I think what helps you too is that you was already doing skins and tats and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
you already had a Discord, right? You already had a
Yep.
system of how you communicate with your clients and potential
Mm-hmm.
clients. So
Mm-hmm.
that's good too.
Yeah. I mean, it was just nice to kind of like have that already, that mindset already, like coming into it. I feel like that's what kind of gets people overwhelmed. It's like when they first start, like especially me, and I'm only speaking from experience. Like you first start something and you really don't know who or how something can be accomplished. It's like it can be overwhelming. It can like psych you out of it sometimes, but it's just all a part of like the journey and like building your brand and like expanding. So it's definitely been beneficial, to say the least.
I'm glad. Oh, Dope has joined us. Dope, what's that word? Dope.
Good morning, Dope. How are you?
Hi, Dope. Good morning. Thank you for the love.
Good morning. Good morning. Caramel. Hey, girl.
Mel,
Love the Abby
welcome.
girl. Love the Abby.
Yes, it did. It came out. It came out fire. And we look
Yes,
forward
and
to having
she's
you back in. Yella,
yeah.
what's that word?
Hi.
Welcome in, y'all. It is Tuesday again, so y'all know what that means. It is time for another Rezzed List Podcast. And we have guests this week. Very special guest. Whom we'll be introducing momentarily. I hope everybody is excited and overjoyed for another day to be creative and another day to be productive. I am your host, Nini Bay, and this is episode 6 of the Rezzed List. Can't believe it. Episode 6. We are on episode
Whoop,
6,
whoop.
y'all. So, right now, you know, the purpose of this week's podcast is to finally be able to link with somebody who is building a brand and a business in SL. So we are definitely going to connect. And before I run my mouth even more, we're going to let her introduce herself.
Thank you so much, Didi. I really appreciate you for allowing me the opportunity to come on your podcast and talk to you guys. It's nice to see everyone. My name is Mahogany Marie. I am the owner of Cinder. Just all things alternative, but also giving that baddie flair. But I'm just a normal person. I try not to look at myself as an owner, I guess you can say, because I'm still a consumer just like you, so I can kind of relate a little bit more. But it's really nice to be here, and I can't wait. We have so much in store to talk about.
We do. And as always, we are talking tea on fashion. So at the beginning of our segment, we need to talk about what you're wearing, Mahogany. So please go ahead and model for us your fit. Tell us a little bit more and showcase your style.
So today I am wearing, my top is from Mother. Love her down.
Mm-hmm.
My bottoms are from Vantage. Love them. Let me see if I can do a 360. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Girl, hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay, hold on. Let me turn around. Hold on. My shoes. I don't know if you can see my shoes.
Go
Ooh.
ahead, step out. Let them be able to see
Okay.
them. We got you, Zoom. I got this Zoom on. This Zoom ain't broke.
Girl, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm new to this. Hold on. Let me get my stuff together. Okay,
Yes.
so these boots are from July. I believe these are, oh my goodness, where were these? I think these are called the Nari booties. Girl, I had to get the fat pack. You know, I had to come fat pack with it.
Yes.
These fishnet torn ripped BOM stockings are from Tatico. A little bit. They have a lot of stuff, girl. They have tattoos. They have I think they have a lot more like of these like fishnet type leggings. My nails, of course, are from 1900. My hair, let me see. She was a creator in the label. This was only 95 L's, girl.
Yes,
99,
that label
like
event.
That.
Shout out to the label event. We love we are loving the label event. Bringing.
We love a good sale.
Yes.
Girl. So yeah, that is all. But yes, love this outfit down. Thank you guys.
That's fire. So again, with SL is becoming a very, like, right away, some of the brands that you mentioned, I did recognize. July recently had a 90% off sale. She had her mega packs and her fat packs, and I just bought the lot. And it's cool to see you be able to shop at different places and put the style together. Bomb is so important to me. Bomb layers. I think that they are the underrated component in building SL outfits, because there's just sometimes where you want that added extra layer. And I'm glad that you put it together like that. That's definitely a 10 out of 10 right there. Definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It definitely encompasses like the style that I'm kind of going for in my store. Just kind of like that baddie look, but still kind of giving alternative emo or whatever. Because who says emo has to only be black? You know what I'm saying? Or like white or whatever. Like you can add some color in it too. So definitely wanted to encompass that as well.
Exactly. I'm feeling that. And today I'm feeling, all black everything. So we are, I want to say, almost all black everything. My jewelry is, let's see, the rings are from Piece of Me. Shout out to Piece of Me. Nails La Forme. The African handbag is Majesty, as well as, I don't know if y'all can see the shoes, but these shoes are fire. These are the Nubian goddess heels with the continent of Africa as the heel. Ooh. Yes, standing on it with all 10 toes. That's that. Majesty. Protect Black Women t-shirt is from Rosary, and it is very, very, very important to protect Black women. The bracelets are from, the armlets that go up my arm are Rossi, and I believe the headband, the head wrap is also Rosary. Glasses are Majesty. So shout out to those creators today for doing their big one. Without y'all, we would not be able to showcase our style, and that's what it's all about in Second Life. New York, hope you're well. Shout out to New York. Shout out to Mel. Woo-hoo. Shout out to Dope holding it down. I love y'all. I'm loving. Yes, Benito. Thank you for my GGs. Thank you for my roses. I hope everybody is well. So we're going to take that dive deep and get right into it. Today we're sitting down with Mahogany, and she's going to turn pixels into profit. If you've ever worn, used, or admired the brands that we just discussed, you already know how impactful they can be. So, Mahogany, how did you first discover Second Life?
Second Life was something that I just kind of stumbled across. Like, I had some friends who played the game. You know, it was nice little vibe or whatever, but I just didn't think it was for me initially. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just because when you first look at the interface, it's just like, wait a second, look at all of these buttons. Absolutely not. But my partner, because I actually haven't partnered with a jeweler who is also doing chains for 5M and Second Life, he actually transitioned and sort of like nudged me like, hey, Mahogany, like, you know, you make skins and you can make skins for Second Life, and you know what I'm saying, kind of expand your brand over. So I was just like, let me just give it a try. And girl, was I wrong about this game. Absolutely love it. It gives you that RP feel that you never get in 5M, because we all know, you know. So definitely love it. It's definitely been a journey, but I've enjoyed every second of it. I have not been back to 5M since, so it's definitely doing something.
And what made you decide to start a business in Second Life?
So I already have a business outside, like for 5M. I make skins and I do tattoos. And I've always wanted to learn how to do clothing. But I just never really had the tools, nor was I kind of equipped with the whole Blender aspect. I feel like Photoshop is its own beast, but Blender is a whole nother scheme of things that you kind of just have to get a feel for. And so, like I was saying, my partner, he sort of nudged me and was like, hey, I think you could do it. And I think, you know what I'm saying, with the right tools, I feel as though you can really do something great. And you know, with your personality, with your scheme, everything, like I just really do feel like you can create something that people would actually really enjoy, love your product. So definitely wanted to just kind of see, you know, and take that leap of faith, because I've done it before. So I mean, why not do it again, you know?
Facts. And I love that energy. I love that you had support. You had somebody that said, you know, I know you've tried this once, but just go ahead and give it a second try. So a second try in Second Life. And I really believe that a lot of us Second Life users also face that challenge. Like the first time being in, like, nah, this really ain't for me. So I will stop and take a moment again to let people know and remind people it's not user friendly, but once you get the basics down, it's a beautiful experience. You just need someone with working knowledge. I don't want to take away from YouTube content creators who spend hours on doing tutorials. The tutorials are great to give you an idea, but when it's time for you to become hands-on, you need somebody right there, hands-on with you in the cord, screen sharing, whatever, something like that. Me and my sis, New York, have done it multiple times within the last month or so. Helped people out. I'll do it again. If there's anybody who's watching right now and you gave Second Life a chance once, but just didn't fuck with it like that, give it a try again. Hit us up. We're very accessible and we're also very helpful. Again, if you're just tapping in, this is the Rezzed List Podcast. I'm your host, Nene Bay, and today we have Mahogany Marie, business owner, and we are just talking all things SL, talking about that virtual hustle, and we're going to continue on. Before we continue, I just want to remind people that if you have any comments, suggestions, or would love to be a part of the Rezzed List Podcast or a guest, please DM me here on TikTok. I am reachable on TikTok and Discord. So open up that conversation and let's get started. Mahogany, not just Second Life, but anywhere as a business owner, what was the first thing you ever sold?
First thing I've ever sold was a skin. Literally was 5M, was a 5M skin. I probably didn't know what I was doing. It was probably botched. It was probably like all over the place. But one thing that I would say is you have to start somewhere. I could have said, you know, like, oh no, these are ugly. Oh no, I don't like it or whatever. But at the end of the day, someone is going to enjoy the work that you do and enjoy the story behind it. And regardless of if you're good at it or not, you still should pursue it and at least prove to yourself that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that was kind of what I sort of envisioned for myself and for the business. Like, let me just see if I can. And here I am, 1,100 people in the Discord and moving over to SL, so it just started with that, a skin for 5M that was messed up and broken down.
You gotta start somewhere. Did you expect it to turn into what it turned into today? Like you just said, 1,100 people in the Discord. Did you ever think that you would see this growth and expand the journey into SL?
You want to know what's crazy? I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just kind of like oh, wow. Like, I ain't think they actually, like, mess with me like that. Like, this is crazy. Like, but I will say, like, it really just started with my partner. Like, he really invested his business into mine. Like, he allowed me the opportunity to network into his. He has people in his Discord, so I really do feel like, and I really want to expand on that too. It's not really what because if you don't know the people and you don't have the community to help you, then it's just like, how will people know who you are? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was definitely like the drive that got me to this point, but it wouldn't have been possible if it had not been the community that I have and that's standing behind me. So I definitely want to give kudos to them as well.
Good. Excellent shout out. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that supporting one another and not gatekeeping. Knowledge is power, but knowledge should also be shared. And I think a lot of times people who share that information, they can expand a person's potential, their confidence, and then, they pockets. So it's a very good thing when we share information. Now, Mahogany, how would you describe your brand's vibe and its identity?
I wanted something that screams different. I didn't want it to be typical. I didn't want it to be like what you usually see. I want something that stands out amongst all other creators, something that gives you a different feel. I mean, I love the sexy baddie type aesthetic, but I also love the cozy, alternative, emo, gothic type feel as well. So it's like, why not have both in one? Like, I just think that would be so dope and so nice, still giving that chic flair, but still making a statement. You know what I mean? So it just embodies just me as a person, still edgy but soft and feminine and alternative. I just think that's really dope in my opinion.
I like that. So what you're saying is what makes your products different in a crowded market, because let's be honest, SL is vast and so are its products, but you're offering that different aesthetic. You're offering that it's okay to be different and fuse these alternative styles and still be a baddie.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head, girl. How long do you think that it took for you to have a feeling of establishment? And again, not just with SL, but as a creator. When was the moment where you was on the map? I still, honestly, friend, I still feel like I'm not. I still feel like, and I don't know if that's just me being humble, but I really do feel like there's so much you can learn in this community. Like, there's so much, like, I haven't even scratched the surface. I mean, skins is a beast within itself, and tattoos and things, but it's like there's so much that, you know what I'm saying, you can get into and you can learn, and there's so many things that you can tap into. So I really do feel like I'm not all the way together in that space, but I feel like once I feel like I have a solid foundation for my community, I definitely want to, because I kind of lapsed a little bit on my, like, in my Discord and stuff like that, like building my community and engaging more, offering those giveaways, doing more interactive, like, engagements with my community. I feel like that would be something that once someone is able to know me and tell me, oh yeah, that's Mahogany, that's the, like, then I'll feel like I've gotten to that point. But I feel like right now I feel like I'm still trying to get my feet in the door and still trying to, like, get myself together. But I'm definitely happy with the journey and where I'm at. So I'm definitely blessed, and I can't be more happier with where I am. So
And that's a very good answer. That's a very humble answer. And I just feel like, again, me and New York talk a lot about this, and we talk about staying humble. And the other day on Instagram, I think my note to Instagram was, I'm humble but hungry. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good
Yep.
combination to have. And
Yep.
that's the vibe that I'm getting from you. Like, you're like, I am still establishing, I'm still connecting, and you understand all the pieces and parts, like being accessible to your community and also being engaging. And Discord is a funny place because you'll have people, it's kind of like mama's house. People just come and go. They go come in, come out.
Yep.
Sometimes everybody is there. Sometimes it's dry. And
Yeah.
so let me know when you find the perfect combination, because I think a lot of us are still working on that with our communities, hence doing things like this podcast, and yes, doing giveaways, just letting them know that you appreciate their presence. So
Yeah.
tell us about some of the tools that you rely on for creating. Like you mentioned already, Photoshop. You mentioned the beast of Blender. What other tools would you say are necessary to create a product for you?
Substance Painter. Oh my goodness, I don't even like saying the name because when I tell you Substance Painter has given me a run for my money, it has definitely given me a run for my money. And Substance Painter is just a platform for texturing. It's a beautiful product, I will say. You can do so much. You can expand your imaginations, your creations. Like, it's a lot that you can do. There's a lot of different other like applications. Like, let me see. So like, there is. Hold on, let me look at my iPad here for a second. There's this really cool app called Easy Canvas.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really neat about that is you can download an application on your computer and hook up your iPad to your computer via USB-C or something, and you can actually draw on your tablet and it'll reflect onto your PC, like, which I think is really cool. So when you're like drawing out certain designs, or you have certain things that need real intricate lines and your mouse can't really get to that, we all know we've been there when we're trying to use your mouse as a stylist. So it's definitely a very helpful tool as well. So
That's a
Photoshop.
great, that I had never heard about that. I know about hooking the iPad up, but you're exactly right. You don't have the control with the mouse as you would with the stylist on an iPad or a
Hmm.
drawing pad. So
Hmm.
that's a fire point. It's so much more detailed or involved than what a lot of people think, and also that allows you to, instead of looking up a texture to use it, you're using your own. It's hand drawn, and it has your touch to it, so it's more
Right.
personalized. That's
Yeah,
fire.
exactly.
That is fire. I can't believe it. Time really flies, y'all. We're already 20 minutes deep into this podcast. We're having a sit down, all things SL, and we're talking about the real side of Second Life businesses with Mahogany Marie, owner of Cinder. What's your socials? Let everybody know. Type them out so we can pin them so they can add you. Mills, appreciate that. W. Also, this is the time for people to put C's in chat. Put a C in chat if you are a content creator and you're looking for engagement. Go ahead and put your C in so we can follow you and continue that engagement after the podcast and offer that support. So if you want to, Mahogany, go ahead and let them know your socials.
I am dropping them now in the chat.
Awesome.
So essentially my social, if you want to follow me directly on Instagram, it is Cinderella with an X. It's really kind of hard to spell, so I'm dropping it in the chat for you
It
guys.
is, girl. I had to look at that flyer 3 or 4 times before I dropped it to you, because it would be a nightmare to go ahead and get your socials wrong on there. So I took a double look at that, but it's cute. I love it. Y'all be sure to follow the guest, Mahogany Marie, also known as Cinder, and her brand. What has been your biggest challenge as a creator, do you think?
The gatekeeping, I would say.
Appreciate that live follow. Excellent answer.
The gate. for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been extremely difficult. I would say like just trying to connect. And I don't know what it is about, and maybe I'm wrong, but just the community that we're trying to sort of like branch into. Um, it's very much hard. It's harder a lot for, I guess, newer creators, because you're starting out, you're trying to get your foot in the door, and it's like if you don't know the people with the tools, then it's like starting out, how will you know how to get into it, and but once you find that community, oh trust me, but once you find it, oh, gems drop every day. Like, you have your community, you're able to network, you're able to expand on your knowledge, and it's definitely a beautiful thing. But it's just a matter of finding that. And feel free, you guys know me, y'all are in the podcast now, y'all are more than welcome to reach out to me directly. So use me as an asset now, because I can help in any way that I can to get you established if you are looking to create or do more with SL instead of just playing the game. But if you want to create, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll help you as best as I can.
That's such a W right there, what she said. That is not only something that comes from somebody that is secure with themselves and their business, but also a mature statement to make. Not only are you establishing your business, but any information that you can offer to somebody else, you're willing to share. Y'all taking advantage of that. Go ahead and please add her on IG, add her on TikTok. She goes live. Visit her in world at her store. See what's up. Because one of the things that I've seen in SL2 that creators love, they love collabs. My next guest next week coming up, taking a minute, I just want to share with y'all, I'm so excited. I will have the creator of Black Nest Designs. He is a veteran seller. He is also a metalhead, so I'm very interested to talk shop with him about music as well, and if it drives his creativity for the furniture that he makes. So he owns a very lovely furniture business in SL, and he also looks for collaborations and is very on hands with his business. I actually met him because I made a purchase at his store, and it was a double purchase. So he actually refunded me what I had paid extra for, and we got to talking. So that's a W creator, because he didn't have to do that. He could have just kept them little extra lindens and went about his day. So we'll talk with him next week. Get excited for that. And we're here with Mahogany. Once again, if you're just joining in, this is the Rezzed List Podcast. I'm your host, Nene Bay. If y'all have any interest in being on the show, have any comments, suggestions, or critiques, because we do take critiques, please feel free to hit me up. Moving on with our podcast, we are here with Mahogany Marie. And I just want to know what's something people don't realize about owning a Second Life business. What do you think?
It's a lot of hard work. I'm sure you guys know that, but it's not really so much what you do and like what you provide, but more so the community that you build. I think that matters also. If you don't have a connection with your audience, then what's the point? And I feel like with my brand Tinder, I really want to give the people an opportunity to voice what they are looking for, what they want, and create something that is for everybody. I want to be one of those creators that provides that direct relationship. I want to be at the store. I want to be able to talk to you like, oh yeah, I know the store over center. Let me hit her up real quick. Woo whoop, she can make us something. Woo whoop. Like, I don't want it to just be like, okay, clothes in a store. I want it to be Mahogany is like, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, Cinder to be Cinder. I want it to be, okay, this is Mahogany store. I know Mahogany. I know the person behind these creations, and having that direct relationship with my audience. I think that is what matters more to me than making the pieces, I guess, if that makes sense.
It makes absolute sense. You want to be accessible and still relate. And I think let's go back to one of the first things that you said at the beginning of the podcast. You said that you're a consumer too. And you have to be. You have to, in order to have a brand, you also have to not only think like a marketer, but you're also thinking like a consumer. What would you like to see in a product? What are some of the things that you look for? And now that actually is perfectly aligned for the next question that I have is basically, how important is branding versus product quality?
I feel as though it's kind of like a push and pull, right? Branding and marketing is definitely a great and very important aspect of a business. I didn't think, well, marketing was nice in 5M because I mean, when you get your partnerships, you get the exposure. But here, it's like you really have to pay attention to your photos. You have to pay attention to your flyers, your lighting, how often you post, especially on Instagram. It's really intuitive. Like, you really have to be very intentional with the things that you post, the community that you build, being engaging, being, you know what I'm saying, like innovative with your posts and things like that to kind of get the audience's attention. Because I feel like a lot of the times, like, your product can be great, but if you don't have that touch of catching a consumer's attention, then it's like, what's the point, you know? And I feel like a lot of creators, I feel like, kind of struggle with that. Like, you can be a bomb creator, and there are several creators that I've never known about until I saw like the weekend sales or, you know, Label and these events, and you see them and it's like, oh, I've never seen this creator before. But them actually taking the initiative to actually create that exposure for themselves, it definitely does make a difference. Because how will they know who you are if you don't market?
That's true. And I think that, would you say that some people coming into this, they think that it is easy? And you mentioned a lot of points there. It's more than just cranking out a product. Once you have that product, it's the marketing, it's the taking pictures of it. And not only is it the taking pictures of it, those pictures should be consistent with the rest of your brand. How are you going to have so you're literally not only creating that product, but you're creating a template for the rest of your marketing and your business. When people see a picture without even looking at who it was posted by or where, they should be able to recognize your brand. They should be able to know it by style, by the, like you said, the lighting, the picture, even the displays in your store, even picking your building for your in-world store.
Yes.
Speaking of that, we are going to take a field trip, y'all, because I'm dying to see what Mahogany has done with the store. She had messaged me the other day and let me know that she now has a main store. So we're going to take a visit to her main store in world. And I just want to know, as a creator, what do you think? Do you think marketplace or in world store, or you think both? Do you think both are crucial?
You know, that's so crazy that you asked that question. I really do feel like they're equally as important. A lot of people don't really, for me personally, I guess I'm thinking like a consumer. I like going to the main store. Me personally, I just feel like it'll allow you to kind of get a feel for products, and then you're actually also able to see other things as well. You know, because I mean, who doesn't like to see things like you're able to touch and you're able to feel, you're able to like get a sense of like the vibe, the aura, you know what I mean? And just see other different pieces and things like that. So I think they're equally as important, because marketplace is a great resource of like really getting your foot in the door, like someone to discover who you are. But I feel like that main store is just that extra oomph, that extra piece of, you know, that'll make the difference of someone really vibing with your product and someone who doesn't, you know what I mean? Because there have been times, and me thinking like a consumer, where I would stumble across a creator and, you know, I look at their product and I think that's fire, but I want to be able to go and see, you know what I'm saying? Like the product in store, I really want to see it, and they don't have a main store, and it's like, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I just really think that, the two go hand in hand, in my opinion. And maybe I'm not talking for everyone else, but I really do want to.
No, facts. You hit it, because I want to say when I first started SL, I was a marketplace all the way. No, I was an in-world shopper. When I discovered a marketplace, I was like a marketplace shopper. But then I think I got burned on a marketplace, and I went back to being that in-world shopper. Thank you to the Happy Weekend sale and the Saturday sale. And just overall shout out to Seraphim. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to collaborate with Seraphim for some blogging or podcast with them. Now, this might be like completely random, but when you're creating, are you a day or night creator? And if so, what's your comfort drink of choice? Are you an energy drinker? Are you a coffee drinker? What is your get up and go to when it comes time to get down and creative?
When I'm creating, I'm usually a night creator. I like to lock in. My lights in my room are like pink and they're neon and it's vibing. I'm listening to my music on Spotify. That's one thing too, off topic. Spotify has a new little AI feature where they have your own DJ based off of the music that you listen to.
Yes.
Kind of cool.
Yes. He be talking to me. Cool. Yes.
Yes. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I literally discovered this last night. I was like, what? They have a new AI DJ. I was so happy. I was like, wait, what? And it was bops. There was some bops in there. But yeah, I have my music playing. So you're gonna laugh probably, but I have never been much of a water drinker. Now, don't come for me. I didn't like the taste.
I'm already side-eyeing you. I'm gonna snatch these glasses off.
Listen, when I tell you I drink nothing but water now, I don't even drink soda anymore because of this product. And this is just me kind of like, getting a little OC a little bit. Circle. Have anybody heard of like Circle cups?
I use Circle. I have a Circle tumbler, girl. Yeah, I'm already knowing.
I'm already knowing. Love with this cup. I swear to God, I stand by this. And if this isn't marketing, they literally, I'm holding up my container right now.
Circle, anybody out there with Circle, let's collab, because you brought life back to gaming. Because I will tell you one thing, all I usually drink is water or coffee, but I'm a horrible water drinker, period. It could be half the day gone and I'll realize that all I had was a few sips in the morning, so now I usually use my Circle cup. Some of my favorite flavors. Did you know they have soursop for Circle? Like, stop playing with me. Soursop, yes. Yep, they have soursop.
Oh, wow.
They have iced coffee, but somebody said it tastes like watery milk, so I don't know. I don't know if I could try it, but if anybody out there has tried the Circle iced coffee and you can stand on it, then I will try it. But look at Mel want to go to a party in SL, y'all. All right, so Mel, you'll have to experience a party at least one time. We'll take your ass to a party. You know what I mean? Y'all see my post on TikTok, the one that that ain't really my thing. I'll go begrudgingly. I'm a kind of hang out vibe type of girl, which just brings us back full circle to what we're about to do. We are about to go on a field trip, and that's where we'll finish up the rest of the podcast, y'all. I like to keep it with an hour. I appreciate everybody who is in chat. Dope, New York, Mel, W. I know Mahogany got her people in here. They're very proud. I'm proud of her. And I was proud the moment she said that. She was like, yeah, I played around, did the RP thing about a week. Then I was like, it's time to get serious. Girl, that was me. It took me 16 years, I think, to go ahead and say, let me go ahead and apply what I know with marketing and stuff like that and get going and start this podcast. So y'all creators got it from me. It takes a lot of patience, love, creativity, and time. And I will forever, forever gratefully appreciate what y'all put into this virtual world. So without much further ado, Mahogany, take us on a field trip. Let's go.
Okay. Let me see. Let me go to... let me see. like, oh, I'm gonna TP you.
Yes, Mel, good. Repost, everybody. Share, like, support. I do upload these podcasts to YouTube within about a day or so. Please engage on YouTube, as I'm just getting started on that platform with posting. We've had great interactiveness on this podcast and all the other ones, like, since I started. Appreciate the follow. I can't believe it. We're 40 minutes in, y'all. We are 40 minutes in. Appreciate that follow. We are here. It's been such a good time. If y'all are just joining again, my name is Nene Bay. I'm the host of the Rezzed List Podcast, where we are here to talk about all things Second Life. This is a Second Life podcast. Oh, thank you. This is the little, I wanted something cute and casual. That's my aesthetic. I didn't want a technical podcast studio. I wanted something casual and laid back. Looks like we got our teleport. Let's go. Oh, we got 10 seconds to leave the area. Security orb. It sent me home. So we're having a little bit of an issue. Of course, you can set your land to secure, so it doesn't allow me on the land, and it looks like Mahogany's got an issue there. Yeah, it only gave you 10 seconds. Mel, we can help find you a home for sure. Plenty of options. Plenty of options. Again, we're here discussing all things SL. I would actually love to explore homes again. That was like my first episode of the podcast, was helping people find nice places. Let's try this again.
And I'm pretty sure it would have something to do with the resetting of the land.
Oh, okay. When the land restarted.
Yeah, probably.
Well, that's just another reason for us to revisit. We can do a grand opening podcast, and then that's when we can finally see it. But it also will inspire people to come to the main store. So see what Mahogany has going on. Come to the main store in SL. Again, Mahogany, let them know your socials. Drop your socials again so that they can connect with you. If you have a Discord, drop your Discord so that they can connect with you and find out where you are in world. How long did it take you to learn SL? One thing to know about Second Life is that I feel like no one, no matter how long you've been in SL, will know everything. But I think to learn the basics is probably at least a week. To create an avatar, teleporting around, unboxing, managing inventory, and managing preferences. All right, we got Mahogany dropping those socials again. Again, make sure y'all engage.
I'm gonna drop my Discord as well if you guys want to join. It's in my bio, but just in case it doesn't work, because I have had some people state that it didn't work for them. But
yeah, sometimes you know how Discord is. It depends on your boosted level, how long the link lasts. Like, if you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. But yeah, girl, I cannot wait for you guys to see the store. I'll be going live soon. I'm actually currently suspended, unfortunately, because I got flagged. Bummer. But I will be going live again soon, and I held off from doing any other work on my store just because I wanted it to be something that I could show, just the process. Because if somebody's a part of something being built, it's like you kind of have that connection to it. So I definitely want people to kind of see the process of it being built, and just kind of be on that journey with me. So I definitely held off just so people can see, but I have so much in store for you guys. I think the first drop with clothing may be sooner than I expected it to, go, because I ain't expect to learn it quick. So I might actually be dropping clothes fairly soon, sooner than I expected. So.
Oh, yay. Look, y'all. See, once you get focused. So what advice would you give someone who was starting today? If they woke up and said, today is the day I'm going to start my SL business journey, what advice do you have for them?
Okay, I don't know if whether you're a girl, a guy, anybody. Like, I strongly feel like this is one of the biggest things for me, and that kept me driven. Do it. If there's even an inclination in your mind, like, I really want to be a creator, figure out what you want to do, figure out what drives you, figure out the things that you just aspire to do with your craft. At the end of the day, these are pieces that you make, so they're going to have your energy, they're going to have your feel to it. So at the end of the day, create something that you will enjoy, and I'm sure that once you create something that you've poured all of your energy, all of your effort into, it's only going to expound in a number of ways to your community, to your audience. But it really just starts with you having and making that first step. Like, it's hard, it's overwhelming, it's a lot, it's just an abundance of emotions. Oh, what if they don't mess with my products? What if we don't like it? What if it'll flop? It's those things and those ideas you've already lost. But if you just take the initiative to just do it and create something, and the first time that you put something in world and you're able to say, you know what, I made that, and you see other people making or wearing your products that you've made, I promise you it'll be well worth the energy, the cries, the tears, the late nights, the early mornings. Like, all those things is when you become the creator that you've always aspired to be, and you've actually made the effort to do those things for yourself because you chose to do it, not anyone else, but you made the effort to learn it and invest the time needed to create something as special as what you provide to SL. So
y'all heard it right here. I couldn't have asked for a more inspirational, more creative business owner who is, what did we say earlier? Humble and hungry. She's here. She doesn't gatekeep, y'all. This is Mahogany, owner of the brand Cinder, coming to Second Life. And she just gave some solid advice. So if you missed that or you need to run that back, I do post my podcast. It will be syndicated on YouTube within the next day or so. It will be posted on YouTube for y'all to review it. Thank you for that, because I think a lot of people, I needed to hear that. Kind of still along that line of questioning, what mindset shift helped you get to that? What helped you succeed? What moment was just like, this is it? I feel like everybody has a defining moment like that. Do you remember when that was for you?
I think it was when I first came on SL, and it was the amount of money that I had invested into my Abby, like, just from the hairs, the shoes, the lashes, all the things. And it's just like, if I really go back and think about it, like, I've only been in SL for 2 months, and the amount of money we're not going to talk about it, but the amount of money that I've invested in this game is exponential. If for 2 months, I mean, not a lot, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm being dramatic, but it's like, why not why can't I do the same thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's one thing to be a consumer. Yes, being a consumer is fun, but why not be a creator as well? And it gives you that push and pull kind of effect. You make things for other people, and you're getting that the money that you use to then buy and support other creators. So it's like, it's kind of like a nice balance. Like, you want to have balance, you know what I mean, with anything that you do. And I feel like that kind of creates that balance for me. So
all right, so we do have a question. Can I join the podcast? I've been on SL since 2007. Thank you, New York, for handling that. And speaking of questions from chat, does anybody have a question for Mahogany? Something that I haven't covered, or you're curious about, you want to know where to find the brand, any upcoming releases or events, what y'all got?
Okay, she said, Millie was like, girl, tell me about it. I just started 4 months ago. Okay. So I don't know if you're coming from VOO or 5M, or I don't know what games you're coming from, but when I tell you, I'm sure you already know because you've been doing it for 4 months. Excuse me, but I just feel like SL has been such an invigorating experience. I have met so many fun people, so many great people, so many innovative people on this game. It's not even funny. I feel like once money is out of the way, right? Because of course I'm for 5M, so I know money can be a drive of all evil, in my opinion. So being that people in this game, they kind of, I mean, money isn't really, I mean, I can't say that because money is something, is a driver, but I feel like the innovation and the amount of connection and things that go on in this game is so much more expounded upon than I've ever experienced in any other game. The RP is better. The personal experience is better. I've been able to have a lot more interactions with folks in this game as opposed to any other game that I've ever been a part of, and I've absolutely been in love with it. I love the creations. I love how unique I can create my Abby. I haven't even touched or scratched the surface of SL. We were literally over at a fantasy sim the other day, and she was pulling out dragons and swords and all these different things and fairies and things, and it's just beautiful. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. So I do recommend you try to expand a little bit. Like, I know sometimes we can kind of stay in our little bubble, but explore a little bit. Like, there's so many sims, there's so many different locations. You don't know, you know, you never know what you might find, and that's what I really like. It's just really the beauty of this game, for real. I really like that part of it, about it. Sorry.
Ooh, Mel's got a good question. Where's the best store to get tattoos, freckles, etc.? So what are some of your go-to stores for accessories such as that, Mahogany?
So my vitiligo, my freckles, and my moles, Glow Cosmetics. Hands down, literally the best, I feel like, when it comes to makeup. My blush, I did my skin myself, but just to add those extra features and accentuations, like, so beautiful. My tattoos, this thigh tattoo was from, I want to say Hoodlum, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see real quick. Yes, it was Hoodlum. Hoodlum has some fire pieces. There's another one, I cannot remember the name, and they make fire, you know, male tats, real like thug, you know, real like urban tattoos. Those, you know, those are really nice. But Hoodlum for sure. I got my tattoos from Hoodlum. Love him or her down. I'm not sure.
Exactly. I would love Hoodlum is a spot. All my face tattoos, Hoodlum. They eat. One of my other go-to tattoo spots, because they're very detailed, and sometimes I don't know how they do it. They're not necessarily like the symmetrical or mirror. Is going to be La Corazon. La Corazon has some fire, very, very, very detailed tattoos. That's all that they do, and it's heat. One of the probably strangest things that I've seen in SL is that they had tattoos and they had like I don't know what the, please don't shoot me, they had the skinless cat, and the cat had tattoos. So
oh wow,
yeah, so that right there was like, I don't know, that was something different that I seen. So we're in agreement with Hoodlum. I'll have to even check out Glow Cosmetics, because I don't think that I've been there.
Yeah, Glow Cosmetics is definitely one of those ones for sure. Like for all things makeup, and especially for our colored girlies for sure. Like if you're into the freckles, the blush, the lips, they even have lipsticks like glosses and things for like our thicker, fuller lips. Really like that. But yeah, I don't really do much makeup. But if I were to do makeup, it would definitely be with her and her creation.
Yep.
For sure.
Yes, Mel, you do need an AO. Queen, appreciate the love. And thank y'all. So what's your fave place or for flexi hair? I love how detailed y'all hair is. So Mahogany, tell us again where your hair came from.
Ooh, hold on, let me see. So my hair came from a creator. I'm looking at it and it says MB. I don't know who MB is. Ugh, I hate that I don't, but I love this hair down. I could probably inspect it and see. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, I think she said the label event, she got that.
Mila Bourne. Let me see who this is. Minor.
Okay.
MYNOIR. Minor. This hair is eats down. This is one of my favorite hairs out of my entire collection. Punk List is good.
Punk List, shout out to Punk List. Yes, and
Modals.
Yes,
sure.
Modals. Angelic is the hair
for
that
sure,
I have
yes.
on. Yes, I love their soft flowing curls and waves. They're amazing. Somebody asked, how much time did it take you to make your avatar? That's like a loaded question to me, because I feel like my avatar is never done. Like I feel like my everyday, because there's gonna be like your everyday look, and then there's gonna be like what Mahogany said the other day when we were at that fantasy sim, and they was pulling out dragons and fairies and lions and cheetah griffins and all of that. So it's like, for every day, I feel like my avatar is never done, and it's a new canvas anytime that I log in. It's based on mood. Today, like I said, I'm on that all black, everything unapologetically black, blackety black. Protect black women. Thank you, Majesty, for putting out positive black statement t-shirts. They also have some really fire Kendrick Lamar t-shirts. But it just, I don't think anybody is ever fully finished with their avatar, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I think I changed my avatar like 3 times. I got 3 different skins, and yeah.
Appreciate that follow.
I think I'm done though. I love the way she's.
Yes, she's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. And just to point out, I found that creator, Hood Market is another one that does tattoos. Fire. I had to go look. I could not leave that one out. Hood Market is fire with his tattoos. Like, eats down. Very, very thorough. Very like neat. They're not too pricey either. So if you have, a little boo and he's into like really fully covered tats and things like that, I think that he has female tattoos too. But yeah, his tattoos eat down for sure. Like for sure.
Okay, so we have somebody ask, does all hair move or a certain hair? So there's 2 types of hair. There's mesh hair and there's prim hair. The prim hair is made up of or composed of, and I'll right click on mine. It's composed of prims that are textured. So if you highlight that, all of those little, those long, thin, rectangular strips, each one of those is basically a block of hair that makes up these spiral curl hairs. Then you have your hair base, which is basically like a baked on, it's a tattoo layer, I should say. The other hair is mesh hair. Creators like I think it's L'Atre Do, I'll put it in chat. They make mesh hair, and that mesh hair for the most part does not move. That's a mesh hair creator. Another one is Truth. And I don't know if they're still around. Wasabi Pills is another mesh creator of hair. Analog Dog creates really fluffy hair with good textures. It's a little primmy. I feel like their hair hasn't changed much with all the new technology that creators have access to. But Analog Dog is another one. They're definitely worth a look. That is, y'all, we did another solid hour, another great episode. We've got more guests coming up next week. We'll be sitting down with the creator, Captain. He is the business owner of Black Nest, which is furniture and decor. He has some fire stuff. I actually ran into him while I was looking for furniture for the coffee house venue. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up here. This won't be the last time that you see Mahogany. Hopefully, it's been a great episode. She brought a lot of good vibes, energy, inspiration for creators, and she doesn't gatekeep. And the reason why we keep mentioning that word a lot in the creator community, I feel like once people find a formula, you do want to keep it close to you, something that's worked for you. But again, knowledge is power, but it should also be shared. So that's something to take away from today's episode. Next time you're out and about, I hope that you run into the people who don't gatekeep more than the ones who do. That's my wish for you all today, moving forward. Again, if you're just listening in, we do like to stick to that 1 hour. Sorry for those that popped in, but I will be uploading it to YouTube. This is the Rezzed List Podcast. I am your host, Nene Bay. I am here with Mahogany Marie, creator of brand Cinder. She has dropped her socials. You can find her on TikTok. If there are any content creators in chat right now, please drop those C's so that we can find you, reconnect, and follow you, because TikTok and other social media platforms is all about engagement. That brings us to the close of this hour. Again, you'll see us again next week. Rolling restarts or not, we out here. We standing on it. All things Second Life. Mahogany, if you have any final words, then now is your time. You have the floor.
I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. This will, like she said, this will not be the last time you guys hear from me or see from me. I have so much in store for you guys. I'm so excited. I love the opportunity to create and get to know you guys. If I could get to know each and every one of you, I pray and wish I could. Like I said, I have some stuff coming soon, some merch dropping soon. Currently, I do have some skins on my marketplace. Male skins will be posted soon, so be on the lookout for that. I'm just super excited for all that's coming for you guys. And if you guys feel free to join my Discord, I post on there or in there daily, just my in progress and things, so you can kind of keep track of what I'm doing, as well as just kind of keeping up with me and just kind of being involved in the community. So I just really appreciate the opportunity, Nene, for you just having me on this podcast, and just meeting you in general.
Thank you, Mahogany. It was an awesome meet. You are a gem of gems in the virtual world, and this definitely won't be the last time. Many more. I really like that you said you got male skins coming out. That creativity is also a sign of versatility, and I like that. I like that you have a good support system, and I hope that we are a continued part of that support. If you have any news coming up, please make sure to let us know so we can also broadcast that for you. Again, y'all, this is the Rezzed List Podcast. I am here with Mahogany Marie, owner of the brand Cinder. I am your host, Nene Bay, and we are wrapping up. It's important to know that if you have any other comments, suggestions, or you have an interest and want to be on the show or be a part of the show, please DM me. We are accessible, and we are the non-gatekeepers of this virtual world. So with that being said and done, I leave you to have the best, most productive, most creative day that you can. And we'll see you again next week, 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern, every Tuesday.